make sure you guys have your mat. You've got that empty wall because we're gonna be walking up it and whatnot, so you have space to accommodate like your entire height. And then you have a chair and a blanket. So mat, empty wall, chair, blanket. Okay? All right. So for this work to invert, we're gonna do a few of the ones that we did a few weeks ago, and then we're gonna add a couple of other inversions. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So we're gonna get started with some sun salutations. We're gonna wanna warm the body up before we start to, flip upside down. So go ahead and come to standing, come to the front edge of your mat. Take your feet parallel, hip distance apart, stand up nice and tall in your mountain pose. So take a moment, arms are down long beside you. Take a moment just to ground your feet down into the earth. Roll your shoulders down the back. Take the gaze forward. Really press down through all of your toes, through the heels. Give me that big inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Gaze up to the ceiling, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, flip the palms forward, roll yourself down. Come into your forward fold. Give yourself a moment here. So making sure you're releasing through the head. Maybe play around with bending and extending through the legs, taking that first stretch through the back side of the body. Go ahead and plant those hands down. Walk or jump your feet back into a plank. Hold in that strong plank for a moment here. So hips pressing down, belly button pressing back towards your spine. And then we're gonna chaturanga on the way down. So think tricep, push up, bend the elbows, squeeze them into your ribs. Inhale, take it to just a cobra here to start. So just that gentle back bend, roll your shoulders down your back, squeeze your elbows in tight, crawl the toes under, shift your hips up and back, and give me that downward dog. So hips up high, head and chest pressing towards the tops of your thighs. If your calves are feeling tight, feel free to walk it out through your dog. Bending into one knee, letting the opposite heel press down. Float your gaze forward, walk or jump those feet back into your forward fold. Hold, feel that stretch through the legs. And then inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up. Exhale, slowly bring those hands together at heart center. All right, you guys, let's pick up the pace. Inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, walk or jump your feet back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, take it down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, curl the toes under. Give me that downward dog, 3 breaths. Float your gaze forward, walk or jump those feet forward, find your forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times, you guys. Inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up. Exhale, round it forward, find your forward fold. Walk or jump those feet, plank. Take it through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, take it to downward dog, hold. 3 breaths. Float your gaze forward, walk or jump those feet. Find that forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up. Exhale, hands to heart center, take a breath. All right, you guys, one last round, let's do it. Inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Exhale, fold it forward. Walk or jump those feet back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale it back to downward dog. 3 breaths. Take your gaze forward, walk or jump those feet, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and breathe. All right, you guys. So, body is somewhat warmed up here. Before we go into our first inversion, we're gonna continue to warm up. We're gonna grab your chair. So blanket to the side. Grab your chair. Take it against the wall if you can, just so you have that stability. So back of the chair is against your empty wall. If you need to adjust your mat, you wanna have your mat out in front. So chair is against the wall and it's at the back end of your mat and you've got the rest of your mat in front. All right, you guys. So we're gonna work handstand here to start. So we're gonna go into a little handstand prep. So come onto your mat, hands and knees. Chair is back behind you. So you wanna have your hands right at the front edge of your mat. Spread out through your fingers, ground down through your palms. And then position. Now from here, carefully, 1 foot at a time, take your toes to the edge of the chair and just hold in your plank. So hips are down, belly button's pressing back towards the spine. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders. So when we take our handstands, you guys, you want to have that straight alignment. Wrists directly under the shoulders. One last big breath here. Carefully step 1 foot off the chair at a time, bend your knees, come off of your hands. So we're going to go into our handstand prep with our pikes with the chair, and then we're going to take the chair out of the equation. All right, you guys, so meet me back in your plank. So find your plank position, and then once again, take the toes to the top of the chair, hold. So you're in your plank, you're right back where we were a moment ago. Inhale, lift your hips up, release your head and chest down. So your gaze is at your toes on the chair, and your head is completely released between those arms. Exhale, level it back out, hit your plank. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, level it back out to your plank. So I want you to think about sending your tailbone up towards the sky, and then once again, you level it back out to that plank. So we're not only warming up upper body for this, you guys, abs. Think about your abs here. All right, let's do 2 more, you guys. Last one here. Level it back out to your plank, 1 foot off the chair at a time. Bend your knees. You can find child's pose or at least come off your hands. So give your wrists a little break. I know it's a lot on the hands, handstand, but after we do all of our handstand stuff, you guys, we'll give your hands and your wrists a break. So don't worry, it won't completely be on your hands. All right, so we're gonna take that same idea. So hands back to the front, walk your feet out, meet in your plank, and then toes up to the top of the chair. All right, so give me that pike position. So release your head, tailbones reaching up towards the sky. Now let's add to this, you guys. Keep your pike, walk your hands back towards the chair. So what you want to feel is your upper body is completely flipped upside down. The crown of your head is reaching towards the mat, your tailbone's reaching up towards the sky. Just hold. Try to keep the legs straight. Shaking might occur. I know I feel it too, you guys. One last big inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands out. Toes off the chair. Bend your knees. Relax. Give yourself a moment. All right. So we got 2 more sets with the chair, you guys. So instead of just holding in that position, we're going to do a few walkouts. So we're going to walk the hands back, walk them back forward. All right. So meet me back in your plank. Toes to the chair. Pike your hips up. Walk the hands back towards your chair. Find that same position. Walk it back out. Plank. So pike your hips. Walk the hands back. Lower it back down to your plank. 2 more sets, you guys. Last one. Find your plank, feet down, bend your knees, and relax. All right, you guys, we've got 1 more prep here with the chair. Give your hands and your wrists a little stretch, little break. I know it's a lot. All right, you guys, let's do it. So 1 last set here. We're going to be holding in that inverted position, and we're going to float single leg up towards the ceiling. All right. So meet me in your plank. Toes to the chair. Lift your hips. Walk the hands back. Tailbone towards the sky. Float the left leg up and down. Right leg up and down. Just alternate. Make sure you're breathing, you guys. 4 more. 2 and 1. Release it down, you guys. We're going to take a nice child's pose. So knees out wide, big toes turned in, hips go back towards your heels. Rest your forehead, rest your chest, roll out the wrists. All right, you guys, slowly restack your spine. If your wrists still need a moment, give them a little roll. We are gonna take the chair out of the equation. So you guys can remove your chair. Set it out of the way, we're done with it. So chair completely out of the way, you don't need it. All right, so we're gonna take it to the wall. So we're still giving those hands and those wrists another moment here. So once we're done utilizing the wall for your handstands, you guys, then we're gonna be moving to elbows and head, so your hands and your wrists are gonna have a break. All right, you guys, so we're gonna utilize the wall. So you wanna have your back towards the wall. We're gonna be taking hands onto the mat. So hands on the mat, and you want it just to be maybe like 1.5, maybe 2 feet away from the wall. All right, you guys, so you're gonna put pressure into your hands, and we're gonna start to walk your feet up the wall. So start to walk your feet up. I know you're at a huge kind of incline here, but still, you get the idea. So head is hanging between your hands, arms are long. It should be so much work on your shoulders and your abs holding yourself up here. You guys make sure you're breathing. Now carefully walk your feet back down and relax. Come off your hands. So the further away from the wall your hands are, the less of a handstand you're in. You're more at an angle. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. So remember, the closer your hands are back towards the wall, the more of that sensation you're gonna get of being in your handstand. So you can always adjust, you guys. Always up to you, it's your practice. All right, so once again, where I am, if I'm on all fours, my feet are right up towards the baseboard. So I am a little ways from the wall, but we can always try to work it a little closer. All right, so put pressure into your hands, lift your knees up, start to walk your feet up the wall. Release your head down. Breathe as you hold, you guys. I know it's a lot of work here. Last big inhale. With your exhale, carefully walk your feet down, bend your knees, come off your hands. All right, you guys, we just have one more handstand prep. Stick with me. And then once again, we'll be done on your hands and wrists for a bit. Let that motivate you. I know it's a lot of pressure. All right, so last one, you guys. Even as you're starting to fatigue, make sure you're being safe here, okay? So only push